Hello everyone, welcome back to the lecture series of constraint optimization problem. In last few lectures, we have seen what is quadratic programming problem, how we can solve it by using graphical method. In today's lecture, we will see what are the optimal conditions required for quadratic programming problem. Basically, what are the KKT conditions for QPP. Okay, so QPP was minimization problem. Fx equals to x transpose qx plus c transpose x subjected to ax less than equals to b and x greater than equals to b. Now this constraint can be written as ax minus b less than equals to 0, and this constraint can be written as minus x less than equals to 0, because for KKT conditions all the constraints must be of less than equals to type. Now suppose we take a multiplier corresponding to all the constraints. So for these constraints, u which belongs to Rm, how many constraints we are having for this system? M constraints. So we will need m number of KKT multipliers for ax minus b less than equals to 0 constraints. How many constraints here we are having? We are having n numbers of constraints variable of these constraints. Okay, so how many KKT multipliers we required is v number. Multiplier required is of n numbers. Okay, so m for these constraints and n for these constraints. So total m plus n number of KKT multipliers are required to find out KKT conditions for quadratic programming problem. Okay, now to write KKT condition, we already know that KKT conditions are, like, first KKT condition is del fx plus I from m lambda I gi x equals to 0. Next is lambda I gi x equals to 0 for all I. Third is gi x less than equals to 0 for all I, and lambda I greater than equals to 0. Now instead of lambda I, which are the KKT multiplier corresponding to the constraints, we are having u and v as KKT multiplier corresponding to constraints. Okay, objective function is x transpose q x plus t x, c transpose x. So let us write down KKT conditions. So what is gradient of f? So gradient of f is, if you will see, if you take differentiation of f, what is the gradient of fx? It is del f by del x1, del f by del x2 till del f by del xn. Okay, now you can understand this, how to write down KKT conditions. Okay, so if you will differentiate with respect to x, you will get 2x transpose q plus ct with respect to x, if you will do ct. Okay, then ut is the multiplier, KKT multiplier for n constraints. So basically ut, this constraints will be lambda 1 g1 lambda 2 into gradient of g2 lambda 3 gradient of g3 and so on till m. So m constraints multipliers will be there. So ut is the transpose of them. Okay, and if you differentiate this constraint, you will get a. Okay, and similarly for next constraint, we are having v transpose, negative sign is there. Okay, negative sign is there. So when you differentiate it, is its differentiation is minus I basically. So which is equals to 0 by this equation number 1. Okay, so this is the first KKT condition for given quadratic programming problem. Okay, so gradient of f is the this term then ut gradient a minus vt equals to 0. Okay, now lambda I gi of, you multiply lambda, either you can take each component or you can take sum of all the constraint with Lagrange multiply or KKT multiply. So it will be u transpose ax minus b, okay, for this, and for next constraint it will be vt minus x is equals to 0. So we have for this problem m into n, m plus n number of constraints, okay, multiplier with ax minus b, sum of all like lambda I gi plus lambda 2 g2 and so on, and v2 into this constraints. Okay, so that's our second KKT condition for QPP. Now we will see the feasible solution. So feasible condition is ax minus b less than equals to 0. So here it is less than equals to 0 sign. Okay, and last is that our all the multipliers should be greater than equals to 0, which is u is greater than 0 and v is greater than 0. All multiplier, all lambdas must be greater than 0. X is not there, all lambdas must be greater than 0. So these are the KKT condition for this problem. Okay, you can easily check these KKT condition while writing one example of QPP. Try to write down KKT condition for that problem and then try to see that we will obtain these condition for this particular QPP. Okay, now this condition can be rewritten as, we will see in the next slide. So these are the KKT conditions for given quadratic programming problem. Now these can be rewritten as, take the transpose of both the side of first equation, that is a plus b transpose. If you will take, it is a transpose plus b transpose, it's same. And even for a b transpose, it is b transpose a transpose. Okay, so take the transpose of both the side for x t q transpose. If you will take, it will be 2q transpose x. Since q is symmetric matrix, so q transpose is equals to q itself. Okay, so this can be written as 2qx. So this equation will become 2qx plus c, transpose of transpose will be c, then u transpose a is a transpose u minus v is equals to 0. Second equation we will keep as it is, u transpose ax minus b minus u transpose x is equals to 0. Third equation, we will convert this inequality as an equation by using slack variable, as we discussed in linear programming problem. Okay, so this s is a slack variable. Okay, and all the variables, according to fourth condition, all the variables will be non-negative. Okay, now you can rewrite these equations again in the form, first equation will remain same, okay. Now second equation, by using third, you can rewrite as a x minus b is equals to minus s. Put ax minus b in second equation, so it will be u transpose minus s, u transpose minus s minus V transpose X is equals to 0, which can be rewrite as U transpose S plus V transpose X is equals to 0. Since U is positive, S is positive, and V transpose is positive, and even X is positive, so sum of positive quantity is 0 if both of them are 0. So U transpose S is 0 and V transpose X is 0. Okay, this can be written as U1 S1 plus U2 S2 till, since we are having M equation, UM SM is equals to 0, and this can be written as V1 X1 plus V2 X2. Since we are having n variables, so Vn X Xn is equals to 0. Again, sum of positive quantities is equals to 0 if each one of them are equals to 0. Okay, this implies that Ui Si is equals to 0 for I from 1 to M, and Vi Xi is equals to 0 for I equals to 1 to N. Okay, so all of these are 0. This is 0, this is 0, this is 0, so you can rewritten it as like this. Okay, now last will remain same. So what we have finally concluded that we can rewritten these equations as C plus 2x qx plus A transpose U minus V is our first condition. Second, we are taking from our third equation. Okay, then from these two conditions, and last, which is not written here, all the variables are greater than equals to 0. Okay, so these are the KKT condition for the QPP. All the variables must be non-negative. So these KKT condition can be written in matrix form, which can be easily obtained. It is 2q into x, A transpose into U minus identity matrix into V, there is no slack variable, is equals to minus C. From second equation, Ax plus identity matrix into slack variable is equals to B. Okay, UjSj is equals to Vixi equals to 0 for all I and j, and all the variables are greater than equals to 0. So these are the KKT conditions which we obtained for the QPP. When it will be sufficient? We have already discussed that the KKT conditions are sufficient only when the involved function and constraints all are convex function. We have discussed already that if my objective function is of minimization form and subjected to Gixi less than equals to 0 for all I, if we have this format of non-linear programming problem NLPP, then KKT condition is sufficient if f and all the Gi's are convex. That is, if we have convex programming problem. Now in QPP all the constraints are linear, means all constraints are convex, so it is sufficient to see that under which condition the involved objective function f is convex. If the involved objective function is convex for some particular q, then we can say that this problem will be convex programming problem, hence KKT conditions will be satisfied. So if QPP, the involved q is positive semi-definite matrix then the function will be convex function, and hence it will be convex programming problem. Therefore, KKT conditions which we have just obtained become sufficient, means if we solve the KKT condition, then x which is obtained by using solving these equations or conditions will be global optimal or global minimum. So if Q is symmetric positive semi-definite matrix of order n, and if there exist u bar, v bar, x bar satisfying the KKT conditions given in these equations, then the x bar solves QPP, means x bar will be global minimum point of QPP because KKT condition will become sufficient. Okay, so these are the KKT conditions, and this is the sufficient conditions required for any QPP to have an optimal solution. Okay, so that's all for today's lecture. Thank you.